So you did not sign up to be his mother. But little by little, that's exactly who you became. Put up your hand if you can relate to that statement. You see, most women don't set out to mother their men. Nobody walks into a relationship saying, "Oh, I can't wait to raise a grown adult." No, no one does that. But it happens slowly, silently, in tiny, invincible steps. It starts with the small things, right? He forgets something, his wallet, an appointment, his keys, and you remind him. And at first it feels harmless, right? It even seems caring, like, "Oh, you remembered. Oh, you know where my stuff is. Oh, you know." But soon you realize that you're not just reminding, you're now managing him. Then comes responsibility. He fumbles with paying the bills, handling paperwork, fixing things at home, and then you step in. Because if you don't do anything, then nothing gets done. And then before long, guess what? You're holding the mental load for two. Now, let's talk about that silent trap. This is where many women get trapped. Every time you bring an issue, he gets defensive or shuts down. So you keep quiet, as usual, to keep the peace. You swallow your frustration, and now, not only are you managing tasks, you're managing emotions too. The chores that never end. Dishes sit in the sink, clothes pile up, socks on the floor. You're picking up after him. Trash doesn't move unless you move it. Cleaning up after him becomes your daily thing. Now, instead of being two adults sharing a life together, you feel like a mother nagging a child who never listens, and it never ends. Now, let's talk about the weaponized incompetence bit. So many men have mastered this, by the way. They mastered it like art and acting like they don't know how. "Babe, can you help me do this? Oh, I don't know how to do that. Oh, can you help me change the diaper? That kid is so fragile. I don't know how to do that. Oh, babe, can you help me? I can't cook, can't clean, I can't So before you know it, you are doing everything. I have a video explaining weaponized incompetence in detail on my YouTube channel. But briefly, weaponized incompetence is a strategic incompetence when someone unknowingly or even knowingly demonstrates an inability to perform or master certain tasks, thereby leading others to take on more work. Like they will pretend like they don't know what to do so that you end up doing it. So the more you step up, the more he steps back until your entire relationship is built on you doing both roles, woman and mother, wife and mother. And here is what happens deep down. When a man shows up stuck in his feminine, needing constant soothing, avoiding responsibility, a woman is forced to step into her masculine. Okay? She's always looking ahead, looking behind, looking beside, planning, protecting, holding it all together because the man just won't do anything. But in the long run, her feminine, that part of her that longs to rest, to be received, to feel safe, is gone. That part of her that wants to feel safe is silenced. She starts to feel guilty for even asking you to be kind to her, asking you to hold her, asking you to lead, asking you to allow her to just let her guard down. She feels guilty, right? Being in her feminine no longer feels natural because she's been forced to build the structure that the man should have provided. Ladies, you know, when you start mothering your man, you immediately stop being his partner. The more you fix, the less he has to grow. The more you regulate, the less he learns accountability. A healthy relationship is built on two adults, not a parent and child kind of relationship. I need you to ask yourself if you're struggling with this kind of situation. Am I being a partner here? Or have I slid into being a parent? I'm going to end with this. You see, too often, when you are pushed into the mother role, resentment grows. And it grows on both sides, by the way. He resents it, not because he dislikes being cared for, but because being mothered highlights his lack of maturity and responsibility. Now, you resent it because you are drained, you feel unsupported, you are robbed of your feminine energy. You see, that mother-child dynamic in a relationship always ends in resentment on both parts. For the men, it's mostly because, number one, it chips away at their masculinity. When a woman constantly picks up what he drops, reminding him, fixing his mistakes, taking over responsibilities, he starts to feel like a child rather than a man. Over time, this dents his sense of capability, leadership, and independence. Resentment builds because deep down, most men want to be respected, not parented. So, the second reason why the man will resent you for mothering him is because it removes polarity from the relationship. You see, healthy relationships thrive on balance, okay? Masculine and feminine energy, giver and receiver, leader and supporter. When the woman is forced into the masculine role, the caretaker role, the man may not say this out loud, but he often feels emasculated, right? And he starts to feel irritated, defensive, or even withdrawn. Now, the third reason as to why the man will resent you for mothering him is because he feels controlled. Even when he created the situation, ironically, the same man who doesn't want to step up will later complain. You're always on my back. Why don't you give me a break? You're always telling me what to do. You know, what he's really reacting to is the fact that being mothered reminds him of his own lack of responsibility. And finally, intimacy is going to suffer, like it or not. Attraction is going to shift when the roles flip. Okay? Many men find it difficult to feel desire for the person they subconsciously associate with a parental figure. Likewise, many women lose their softness and sensuality because they feel burdened and not cherished. See, with all of this, slowly what was supposed to be a partnership turns into a power struggle. Neither one of you can ever win. So, how do you end this mothering dynamic? Start small, okay? Step back from fixing everything. I keep telling you, stop taking men's responsibilities away from them. Okay, that's what it means. Let him feel the weight of his own responsibilities. Even if he fumbles, okay? Stop regulating his moods. He has to learn accountability for his own emotions. And you need to reclaim your feminine by practicing rest. Sisters, there is no award for the most, overworked woman who endures suffering at the end of the year. No, it doesn't exist, okay? So please reclaim your feminine by practicing softness, rest, receiving. And your homework for today, this week, I need you to notice one place where you always step into the mothering him role. And then I want you to train yourself to step back, okay? Watch what happens when you let him be the adult he's supposed to be. That will give you a way forward. Good luck. Assalamu alaikum.